What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. My name is Kelvin.
I'm Taylor.
And together we are SDH. Welcome to the Social Distancing Hotline.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
It sounds really nice. If you guys are out there and you guys can hear us, go ahead and give us a comment out there. Who's out there right now? Go ahead and put your name in the comments out there. If the sound sounds good, if we look good, if there's something in my teeth, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Keep it over there for a bit. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that burp? That was awesome. Matt Branch, I'm in love with you. First of all, Matt, that's absolutely amazing. He says, I turn on my live feed and our son says, yeah, it starts dancing. Hey-oh. What's up, guys? We out there. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome.
You know, it's a
Thursday.
It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. A Thursday. Okay.
What are you drinking here?
Okay, so I went to. I'm drinking this like pitcher's worth of margarita.
A 32 ounce.
It's a.
A big gulp.
Is it a 32 ounce?
Yeah.
He picked it up. I mean, he purchased it, but so 32 ounce margarita that I got from La Santissima because they have alcohol to go.
And how many of those have you had today?
Oh goodness, this is my second one, but nobody's counting. Come on,
Yeah, no one's counting. No one's counting.
Don't do me like that. Okay, let me check this out here. Boom, look at go. Okay, hold on. Shut up. Okay, thank y'all.
So today's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
May, was it the 8th?
It is May 6th, baby.
7th.
Is it no 6th? Yesterday was the 5th.
No,
yesterday
Tuesday was the 5th.
Oh, what is it? What day is today? Today's
Today's the 7th.
Oh no, I put the wrong date on the. I'll go back and fix
did
it
you?
later. Yeah, I did. I did the 7th.
Oh, that's
No, I did the 6th. I did the 6th. Yeah, I did the 6th. That's okay. What's up, guys? Give us a call. 585-502-7922. We'll take our first call. Like, oh, man,
So if we get a caller, what are we discussing?
You know what we're discussing. Okay, let's jump right into that, guys. So welcome to Thursday. Okay.
The 6th.
The 7th. Welcome to Thursday. There it is. It's the 7th. I have it on my computer now. So welcome to Thursday. The world is the nation. I'm just going to say the nation because the world is not divided. There's a lot of countries out there who got their shit together and they are not they're not messing around with a lot of the antics that are going on here in America. And so the nation is divided. The nation is divided, and I'm seeing more and more aggression as we get into, reopening, not reopening. Bottom line, the states are reopening, and so as we get deep into that, it's like it's some scary stuff out there, guys. So I'm seeing, people are saying, unfriend me. You're not my friend anymore.
Why are they saying that, though?
Because they have opposing views. They have opposing views. That there are people who are out there who are, starting to feed into these conspiracies. I mean, listen, this is COVID-19. This is absolutely crazy times right now. People don't know what to believe. People don't know what to believe.
And so are you seeing, is there like a consistency towards it where people are like,
goodness, it's
I want to not open up, and people are like, screw you, go to hell. Or
is,
people saying we should open up, and then people are like, you're wrong, unfriend me.
That's exactly what it is.
So
That's
people
exactly
are
what it is.
saying,
It's just like people are saying that, they're saying that they want to open up and, and then they're just like, well, you shouldn't open up. And then they're like, well, COVID-19 is a hoax. And then it's just like, unfriended. You're not my friend anymore.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to spend some time and talk about this tonight. I really want to. What are you guys' thoughts out there about what's going on in regards to unfriending people and the hoaxes and just the huge differences of opinion? There's a divide. There's an absolute divide. We know this. What are you guys' thoughts out there? Put it in the comments or give us a call. 585-502-7922. Break the SDH cherry tonight. Be our first call.
So one thing about that is,
Talk.
Just talking to our friends and people that are around us.
Yeah.
I think even though they're divided, I look at it people are looking at it reacting from two different ways, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are reacting emotionally.
Wow, man.
Hey, I want to get out of the house. I'm ready to go back to work. I'm ready to go to restaurants. I'm cooped up, like I'm stir crazy, I need to open my business. And it's causing financial hardship, which makes me do emotional things. It makes me react emotionally. But then there's the logical side that people are saying, well, hold on a sec. Why are we opening?
Why are we opening?
Rates are going up. Infections are going up. Deaths are going up. They're not responding emotionally. And neither one is right or wrong. It's just how people are responding.
Well, that's what we want to know. Is one right? Is one wrong? And I think that that's what we need to discuss tonight. We have Tuesday who says, I'm not going out in May at all. So you're just done. You're staying home. You're staying inside.
But the heat kills it.
And so does bleach, but we're not ingesting that in our bungholes. You know what I mean? So, well, some people did.
Probably.
But we have David Key who says, I just left work and seen people in the park playing baseball and no mask and no social distancing. It's not a hoax. I had 2 patients today in the hospital with symptoms of the coronavirus. Guys, I think the hoax thing's got to go away. Mm-hmm. You know? But I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what are your thoughts out there. You know, who's out? Who's the other side? And here's the thing, man. We only hear on the show here. We only hear the one side. Or people like, no, it's not a hoax. People need to stay closed. But like, you know, I want to hear from.
We welcome all opinions and all perspectives.
And you know, this is a platform for people to call in and speak their opinion, their truth. You know what I mean?
Platform.
I want to have a discussion about this because this affects us all, and that's my biggest message. That's my biggest message. You know, I had a great conversation today with somebody. I'm not going to go into too many details, but they had an interest in the show, and they were talking about the show and kind of like what the show was about, and you know what this show is about. And my biggest takeaway and the thing that we discussed today was that what we have come to learn from doing this show on a almost nightly basis. You know, now we're switching it up a little bit, but what we've come to learn is that people need people. You know, and connection is so important. And so,
why is that important from your perspective? Like, why, even those that are introverts, like, why is that?
So let's get into that real quick. Give us a call, guys. We want you to join in on the conversation. Put your thoughts in the comments, or give us a call 585-502-7922. Yes, I'm talking to you. We're live. Yes, this finger pointing is to you. I see you. Give me a call 585-502-7922.
Lines are hot.
The lines are hot. Okay, Domino. There's a fly in here, but why is it important? Okay, so I listen to a lot of news stuff in the morning, and you know, I get up and I say, you know, Google, what's play today's news, you know, and it goes through like a list of stuff, and then it'll go into like podcasts and stuff like that. I was listening to this one podcast today, and it talked about skin hunger. Now, I've never heard that in my entire life, but I want you guys to Google that. Google that.
Skin hunger.
And if anybody knows what that is, go ahead and put it in the comments or give us a call and let's talk about it.
Is it like cannibalism?
No, it's not. It's called skin hunger, right? And what it essentially is that people, they get certain energy and certain emotions and stuff by connecting with people, by hugging people, by touching people. It's the same thing of when a baby is born. They need to connect with the mom, right? Because that skin to skin touch is so necessary. Mm-hmm. And so you have a lot of people who are being quarantined by themselves. And they have been for the last 50 days.
Did it say anything around, like, even if we open back up and you're in the proximity?
Hold on, before we even get into that, I want to go over the importance of the skin hunger, and I want people to walk away from this show understanding that, like, this shit's important, guys. And this is why we can't be unfriending people right now. And we can't be shutting people down right now just because they may not be saying what you think that they should be saying, right? Because the reality is this. People need to connect with people. It is an innate thing that happens with human beings, and that if they're not without people, it's the same thing when prisoners who are locked in these cells, these solitary confinements, they go nuts. And it's mostly because they have to touch another human being, because there's certain, I forget the exact terminology, and if you guys know out there, please help me out in the comments. But there's certain things that pass and certain things that activate. Thank you, David Key says, amen, that's so true. So when you are unfriending somebody, understand that, like, you're just ostracizing. You could be further ostracizing that person. Now listen, I get it. There's some shit out there that is just like, where did you get your information? That's true. But here's the reality. Here's reality. If anyone out there can truly say that they know everything about this virus, I'd like you to call me now. Call me now! This freaking fly is going to get on my nerves. I hate flies, guys. I hate flies. So if you know everything about the virus, like to the point where no one can tell you nothing, right? If you're that guy, call me. Put it in the comments. Yes, we have to trust scientists. Yes, we have to trust, and no one's disregarding that. But there's also a lot of things that have been said by scientists, by different scientists, by scientists who have been later, why I'm like getting sexier as the show goes.
You have no shirt.
My shirt's just falling off, baby. That's how hot this topic is. Okay? There's been a lot of misinformation out there. Okay? And most of the time our leaders have said that. Have said, this misinformation. And so I think we just need to give each other the benefit of the doubt and stop unfriending people. Give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. We want to hear from them. What are your thoughts about the whole unfriending of people, when you're hearing something that doesn't quite set right? You know what I mean? Give us a call. 585-502-7922. There you go. It's like in your face.
See.
There you are. There's my baby. He's not blue. I'm blue. I was green. I was dark. I'm blue. So what are your thoughts, man?
I do agree with that. I mean, my question is like, I agree with that human connectivity, the physical human connectivity, has a bunch of pros to it, right?
Yeah.
Hugging and even shaking hands signifies a partnership, a relationship. It could be a business relationship or an introduction or some case, but we don't get that through Zoom meetings and through live streams, right? You don't get that.
You don't.
But so while we've identified that, but even if we start going back out in the public, you can't really do it. Right? I mean, still social distancing is not to be high-fiving each other and giving each other hugs and kissing each other on the face and stuff, like even that, like once we get in the same room as somebody, are we even going to be able to do that? So is it
Right.
is it going to be a little bit less stressful, a little bit less depressing because we can physically see one another, but are we going to be able to do, even being side by side like we are right now because we live together, or,
Right. We've been quarantined together, right?
we're on the same cycle. It doesn't mean that you can do that with your coworkers or with your family members, or especially if they're at risk. Like I wouldn't go near my grandmother right now because I may not be showing signs. I may not actually be sick, but I could be a carrier.
Right.
So it sucks. I can't hug my grandmother for I don't know how long.
Give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. Call me now. Who's going to be our first caller? Caller? We want to know, guys. What are your thoughts, man? So there's this whole idea of the pandemic. Have you heard anything about this pandemic?
I keep seeing it come up.
Okay.
I hear it's being
So
taken
let's talk
off
about
of
the pandemic.
YouTube over and over and over.
Let's talk about the pandemic. What do you guys know about the pandemic out there? I saw some of your posts out there. I saw what you guys were talking about. You guys are talking about this, right? So I want to hear from somebody who has some thoughts on this whole pandemic shit. Because here's the reality.
It's a documentary, right?
I think here's what I saw, like I guess it was like the trailer or whatever it was, and it's with this lady, and she worked with Dr. Fauci, way back in the day and whatnot, and and she just kind of had a lot of dirt to spill and stuff. And they make these videos. They're good at making these videos, guys. Here's the other thing, man. Here's my whole message tonight is just let's give each other the benefit of the doubt. We are not the ones who've lied to each other. We are not the ones who have let each other down. We are not the ones who have kind of made bad decisions in this whole thing. You're not. Your friend didn't do it.
You can always Yahoo, right?
What's that?
Yahoo.
Yahoo. Okay.
You always have another option.
Oh.
Yahoo.
Okay. Q-tip. Quit taking it personal. Hey! Yahoo. You always have another option. And Q-tip. Quit taking it personal.
Right.
Well, sometimes you got to take it personal because if you have a suppressed immune system, I get it. I've been there. I'm HIV positive. I know.
That's not even taking it personal. That's a medical evaluation.
Right.
Like, that's facts.
So here, let's talk about this pandemic thing, right? So here's
Real
the
quick,
pandemic.
can I just show something?
Yeah.
Look at it. Now it's starting to. It'll type out what we say. What is it called?
Oh, we're in closed caption now.
Yeah. Did you do that?
I didn't do that. Are you guys getting like the closed caption on your screen? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's because we're coming to you live
Right.
with that hardcore info.
Sorry, I just wanted to point that out.
That's
I thought that was
okay.
pretty neat.
So, pandemic, right? This lady, I guess she's a doctor, and she's an anti-vaxxer. So there's this whole anti-vax thing, right? Miguel, what's up? Hey guys, I think the NFL going to be on. I want to buy my tickets. I'm ready to go to Fortnite. Miguel's got his eye on the prize, baby.
Right.
He was fishing last night, and tonight he's gonna buy some freaking NFL tickets. Miguel, give us a call. Break our SDH cherry tonight. 585-502-7922. We want to hear from you, man.
I wonder
Always
if
have other options.
I wonder what football players are thinking. Like, you're literally not supposed to be touching each other, and they're crashing into each other, sharing blood.
Are they gonna still be slapping butts? That's what I want to know.
Okay, well.
Well, I mean, that's what I come to the football games for.
They're
I
gonna-
want to see you slap a booty.
They're gonna,
I want to see you slap a booty.
you don't go to football games.
I don't go to football games. I love that you do. If you like it, I love it. You know what I mean? Give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. I want to hear from you. I'll take this time. If you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Things are happening on the YouTube channel. Super excited about what's to come.
The tubes.
The tubes. We're on the S tubes. No, not S tubes. The YouTubes. The Y tubes.
The Yahoo tubes.
The Yahoo tubes. And go ahead and subscribe. And then join the Distant But Social Facebook group page. We got up to 200. We're almost at 250 members on that. That's super cool, man. I'm really excited about that. So give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. I want to hear from you. There's a fly. I hate flies. I hate flies.
Oh, by the way, totally off topic, but we got a new fly swatter that's electronically
Can
charged.
we get that fly swatter? Oh my god, can we get it? Oh my god.
Yeah, you were playing with the last
I'm
one.
gonna go get the fly swatter.
So it's this fly swatter that has taken the original version and modernized it to the 21st century that has an electric charge that goes through it. So you don't have to slap the fly, you just have to tap it. And it'll send an electrical wave through it that explodes it into 1,000 pieces.
Okay, I'm ready.
See, watch. Hit the button. Ah!
Ow! Give us a call, guys.
It is nuts how many flies. And I thought it was just our garden because we have a lot of plants and manure and potting soil, but I'm seeing people talk about all day on Facebook just the amount of flies. There always seems to be one thing every year, whether it's flies,
Dude,
mosquitoes.
man, it was like these mosquitoes one time, and it was like out of control.
Or what the murder hornets now, so we got flies and
Goddamn murder hornets, guys.
Jesus.
The world is going to hell in a handbasket, and we want to know, what are your thoughts about that?
Matt Branch says, I want to have a date night with my fiance.
I know that's right.
I want you to have a date night with Crystal.
So why can't you have a date night with Crystal, though? I mean, you just got to, go to the stove, get you a nice little ribeye, some ham hocks.
Make a lasagna.
Oh, my God. Make a lasagna.
It's just an appetizer.
Give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. Call me now. What else is going on in the news, man? So, pandemic. We haven't even gotten into the pandemic. Are you guys watching this whole pandemic out there?
So wait, I'm confused. We're kind of screwing around with this fly and shit like that. Like,
so
what is a document? It's like the Tiger King of coronavirus, right?
Well, I don't know if it's Tiger King of coronavirus, but all I know is that what it entails is this ex-doctor or something like that, and she is trying to out everybody. She's basically trying to say that Dr. Fauci is, she's a big anti-vaxxer. Is what it is what I gathered. I honestly, I was watching it and I was like, it's just so crazy. All this stuff is just so crazy. Miguel says, I have a friend that put his tongue on a bug zapper. It was so funny.
Okay, go. You're up.
No, hell no.
Come on, stick it out.
Hell no.
It doesn't hurt.
No, I'm not going to freaking do that.
Whoa, throwing an F-bomb.
I don't want to do it. We got our first call. Let go, man. Welcome to the Social Distancing Hotline. This is Calvin and Taylor. Who's calling and where are you calling from, caller?
No, Calvin and Taylor. It's Matt from Mesa.
Matt from Mesa.
What's
How you
up,
doing,
Matt?
my friend?
Doing pretty good, guys. How you guys doing?
I miss you.
Hey, we're doing so well. Do you have us on speakerphone and do you have the show on in the background?
I have you on speakerphone because I only have you on my phone, so
No worries,
I
just
can't have the background.
okay, perfect. Don't put us on speakerphone, my friend.
I have you on speakerphone because Crystal's in the same room but far away.
Okay. No worries.
But
No worries. So it is Thursday, man. We're on week 9. Are you one of the ones that are, where's your head at on people, unfriending their friends because they have disagreements about COVID-19? So you just turn the TV, don't focus on the video, just turn that off. Turn it off and focus on the call. You'll be able to go back and watch it.
no, there's nothing on.
Okay, your
Crystal's
phone's.
got the water running.
Are you watching it on your phone?
I don't have the. I don't
Okay, no
have
worries. So what are your
I
thoughts
don't
about?
have anything on.
Perfect. What are your thoughts about the unfriending of friends due to people not? Are you bleeding?
No. It's
Oh
okay.
my God, he's bleeding, guys. You
No.
see that?
No.
Do you see that? Okay, so what are your thoughts about all that, Matt?
I think it's ridiculous. Like I said, people are modernizing the Civil War. Like, it's not that serious to, end a relationship no matter how long of a relationship it's been. Like, it's not that serious.
So.
I like that perspective. So what do you mean by modernizing the Civil War?
Yeah,
right?
tell us
Like,
more
so
about
what
that.
what are people protesting
Because,
to activate their
a
civil rights?
family can have two different views on the whole topic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And just like the Civil War, brothers were fighting against brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's absolutely ridiculous. And you may not ever. Tomorrow doesn't exist yet, so you may not see that person again.
Oh. No.
It's very possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, it doesn't matter how long the relationship has been. It could be a year, it could be 10 years. It's not that serious to be fighting over, whether someone thinks it should open or someone thinks it shouldn't open.
So Matt, tell us.
That's like fighting over, oh, I like Domino's better than Pizza Hut, so Domino's shouldn't exist, or Pizza Hut shouldn't exist.
That's a
Are
very.
you gonna get mad at somebody for saying
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective. Matt, tell me a little bit about tell me about like what are your thoughts on the conspiracy theories that are coming out there and where's your head at and all that?
So, between everything, there's always going to be a conspiracy theory from what I see. Like, everybody comes up with something. It's either the government or Illuminati.
Yeah.
Funny enough, there's always somebody thinking that something else is being covered up, brought to perspective. You never know.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what source you get from. Like, the source could be wrong, or, the source's source could be wrong. Like, there's really no way that the average person can find out the proper or the right understanding of what's going on, because they're not doing the proper, background checking or whatnot.
That's a very good point. I think that's a very good point. So, I guess my final thoughts for you, my friend, are so we're open. So in regards to your employment, so where you used to work at? Where'd you used to work at? You worked.
It was a place called Uptown Jungle Fun Park. It's a child's fun park, trampoline park.
Right. So as we start to get back open, are you going to be able to go back to your job?
My job is scheduled to open on the 18th.
Okay. And they're
But
expecting you back.
that's not a for sure thing, because my job was scheduled to open couple times in April too. So
Yeah.
and it never did.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. Well, thank you so much for
Wait,
calling.
I have one question. So
right.
you said you want to do a date night with your wife. What's that date night? If we were to open up, what would you want to do?
We probably go to Tempe, because that's where most of our date nights end up.
Yeah.
And we love it down there, like downtown Tempe. We may not be college students, but we still enjoy the festivities, I guess ambiance that's down there. It reminds us a lot of Chicago.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell Crystal we said hi.
Matt, thank you so much for calling in. I'm so happy that your son dances along to our theme music. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Bye, my friend. Have a good night.
Funny.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
So great perspectives there. Great perspective there. Guys, I think I got the damn fly. It's in there. There's a fly in here. So,
stuck in there.
yeah. Don't mess with me. Okay? You want to mess with me? I'll take you down. All right, we have Miguel who says, hashtag fire Fauci, hashtag film your hospitals. Miguel, give us a call, 585-502-7922. What does that mean, my friend? Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from your perspective. Listen, we are this is an open line, so anybody can go. I just want to know what you mean. I don't think you've ever called in. Tonight's your night, Miguel. 585-502-7922. I'm killing flies, Miguel.
So one thing that I haven't been able to get into yet, or to spend time researching or seeing what the trend or gossip or hoax is what's going on with Bill and Melinda Gates.
Okay.
I don't understand because like I said, I haven't spent time reading the post or the articles.
So two things.
I keep seeing it come up in the news.
Thank you so much for bringing that up. First of all, my husband, right on time. They were right on time. Okay. So this is what's interesting. So this is the other piece that I heard today. Okay. Now I've been looking this whole vaccine thing up and following the whole Gates stuff, right? Because they're all like, yeah, look into Gates, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm looking at everything. Okay. Andre, he says he means don't trust none of these motherfuckers. All right. Okay. Well, I was trying to hear from him. Miguel, you just gonna let her speak for you like that? I'm kidding. Okay, so here's the thing.
Turning people against each other.
See, right here at the social distance. Unfriend me now. Don't unfriend me, guys. So here's what I found out today, right? So I've been following the whole Gates thing, right? And it's interesting because Gates he followed this whole. He went from a Microsoft, a computer mogul. And now he's like a philanthropist who has his money in a lot of different social health, right? Like health stuff for people, which is a very interesting thing. He's like a part of very big things. He's not a doctor. He's not a scientist at all. Doesn't have that background at all. And yet he's making major decisions on world healthcare. Right, and his whole big thing is these vaccines, right? And so I think the biggest thing is coming down to vaxxers and anti-vaxxers, right? Like people who are all about vaccines and people who are not. We are not speaking either. We're not. Listen, we're neutral as far as the conversation is concerned. I'm just speaking from both sides because I looked into both sides because I'm curious. I'm like, what are we fighting about? What is going on? So. And this is based on my research from what I've done, doing the YouTubes, watching the documentaries and stuff like that. So, anyway, so Bill Gates has the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They have their hands in a lot of world health matters, a lot of stuff in Africa, and it's by way of donating, right? So they make these large scale donations to these organizations that are creating vaccines for people, including COVID-19. So that's the one thing that's kind of been out there. The second thing is that there's this company called Gilead, right? So Gilead, I was listening to an article today about how Gilead, they're on the verge of creating a vaccine that's going to make people,
Where is that located? Is it out of China?
No. I don't think it. No, I don't. That doesn't matter. So the company is Gilead, right? And so they're in the process of creating this vaccine. But what was discussed during this time is the billions and trillions of dollars that are going to be made from the vaccine that's going to cure the thing that's hurting us all. My question is why is there money to be made in all this? You know what I mean? Why is there money to be made in all this stuff? Trillions of dollars. Here we are. We have a world that is dying from a disease or from a virus, right? From a virus that's just knocking people out, like left and right. Like, this shit is real. We've had many people say it's not a hoax. We get that. It's not a hoax. However, the solution to all this is to create a vaccine that big-time people are going to make trillions of dollars off of. Why not just make the vaccine and cure the people?
Make it at cost.
Just make it a cost. This is for everybody. Why is anyone benefiting from something that's affecting everyone?
And that's, I mean,
that's some crazy shit, guys.
That's crazy shit for this, but that's also how, I mean, there's arguments going back decades about that, where pharmaceutical companies are charging $350 a pill when it costs them $6 to make.
It's just, we have to, like, I just think that this has got to be an awakening for people. So and this is why I say stop unfriending your damn friends. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop unfriending your friends because you're fighting the wrong people. We're fighting the wrong people. There's so much stuff that we don't know, guys. And I'm not saying anyone is right or wrong. What I'm saying is that we don't know everything. And the thing about it is what we do know is only what's been told to us, and we don't even know what the hell this is going to look like on the other side of this. We can only go by what we see. The way America approached this, the sense of urgency around getting this stuff taken care of, it was not there. Sometimes you have to take a look at what people aren't doing to see, to get a good guesstimate of what they are.
But I've also seen posts and video of specifically Bill Gates, years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, saying when a pandemic happens, we are not structurally set up to address this, as the United States is not structurally set up to address this and to control it.
We're not right now.
But that was his point. So it's weird because I see these videos where he's like he's trying to get prepped for the pandemic, but then it's like, okay, well, now the organization that you're funding is now going to benefit also from the pandemic. So it's weird. Like, I don't. In the post I saw because I saw one about the Bill Gates and the reason I was asking if it was in China, because that's the organization that they were talking about. Yeah. And their recommendation was, like, always follow the money. Just
follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow the money, man. Follow the money. We got a couple of comments. Miguel says Bill Gates is in on it too. Matt Branch says that's just like the insulin I take, right? Insulin's crazy, and you need it to live.
Finish it. Yeah, that last part.
That's
like the insulin I take.
To live. To live.
You're going to charge me an arm and a leg to live.
And then David Key says, yes, that is so true. Pharmaceutical people are making billions of dollars. Bill Gates is one of them. We're not here to spread controversy. We're not here to spread conspiracy. That's not my job. That's not what this social distancing hotline is all about. What the social distancing hotline is all about is about having real discussion. We're all quarantined, right? We're all quarantined until the next couple of days. Here's the last thing I want to talk about. Give us a call, guys. 585-502-7922. We want to hear from you.
We got about 10 more minutes on the show. We need our final caller.
We need our final caller. Call me now. 585-502-7922. Call me now.
Oh, we got a Calvin Vance that is watching right now.
Calvin Vance, baby. Give me a call, bouquet. We see you. I see you. See, that's why our friends don't call him. They're like, God, he's going to call me out. He's going to call me out. He's going to call me out. God damn it. Calvin Vance. He was like, God damn it. Damn it. Damn you, Facebook. Showing them that I'm on live.
I know, right?
Viewing.
It's not my fault. It's Facebook's fault.
It is Facebook's fault.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
I'm not making money on this.
All right, so two things I want to talk about. Speaking of making money. Two things I want to talk about. So, guys, there has been a split. And here's the other reason why we got to stop unfriending. What's up, Calvin? How you doing, baby? Give us a call. 585-522-7922. Calvin, call me. Be my final caller. Call me now.
I think Calvin's played 3 things with us, too.
Calvin
in real life.
Yeah, he's played it in real life. But you ain't played it on the show, Calvin.
He's good at 3 things.
He's good at many things.
All right.
Anyway, so here's what I want to say.
Heaper.
Okay? Here's what I want to say. On the other side of this, right? So places are opening. So May 11th, right? We got restaurants that are going to be opening. Guys, we're all about to find out what the real deal is. This is why it is so important that if you unfriended somebody in the last 24 hours, you're probably not going to do that because I know egos are high and it's just like, no, fuck that motherfucker. I ain't doing shit. I get it. You're not going to go back and friend them. And you know what? Don't. That's fine. But don't do it anymore because here's the reality. After next week, like it's done, right? After next week, we're going to open. Okay, like restaurants, like that's gonna be a big one. When restaurants open. Oh, we got our next call. Hello. Welcome to the Social Distancing Hotline. This is Kelvin and Taylor. Who's calling and where you're calling from? Caller. Caller.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
Perfect.
Who is this?
Who's calling and where you calling from, caller?
Calling from Peoria, Arizona. How you boys doing?
So good. Do you want to give us your name or do you want to remain anonymous?
Name's Calvin.
Calvin! How are you, baby?
Doing good. Been busy. It's been a hectic couple of months.
Hey, man. Welcome to the show. This is your first time calling the show.
And still working every day.
Yeah. This is your first time calling the show, yeah?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yes!
A few times I've kept the live stream after the fact a few times, but love what you guys have been doing. Find it absolutely inspiring and fantastic that you guys are building community in a time where we're having to keep our distance and making sure you're keeping those creative juices going, inspiring people, hopefully bringing people some joy and some smiles.
So,
enough about us.
Legit question. Do you still have the long hair or did you cut it?
Oh.
I still got the long hair.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So, for all you single ladies out there, Calvin, are you still single?
I am still single.
For all you single ladies out there, this is a keeper right here, okay? If only I was a woman.
You got nice long hair.
I'd be with Calvin right now, okay?
Nice little booty.
All
Sweetheart.
right, Calvin, we want to know your thoughts, okay? It is a Talk Thursday. The talk is that people are unfriending people at an accelerated rate, man. I know you're probably seeing on Facebook, people are like, I'm not your friend anymore. Unfriend me if you think this. I want to know what your thoughts are on that. And I want you to chime in on any type of conspiracies or what your thoughts are about this conspiracies around this COVID-19 pandemic. Go.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of conspiracy theories. Essentially just that. They're theories. They're not always really based in facts or reality. There's hints at things that I think people tend to cling to. Both sides of conspiracy theories, especially revolving around this pandemic, both deal in fear, whether that's fear of going outside or fear of the government taking too much control or fear of billionaire class ruling. I think a lot of these things tend to prey on people's uncertainties, which with something like this, there is an enormous amount of uncertainty. I think the easiest thing that you can do is whenever somebody is speaking about something, whether it's a conspiracy theory or their fears or their worries, is try to listen with empathy and listen from their point of view. Try to understand where they're coming from, why they might be as scared as they are. Whether it's fear of losing a home or a business or something that they're doing. Beyond that, though, I think it's obviously hurtful if you are knowingly spreading something that you are not 100% certain is factual. I think there's too much disinformation out there, and it doesn't really help or clear the water. In fact, it just probably muddies the waters a lot if people are talking about things that are beyond, I don't want to say their pay grade, but beyond their understanding.
So you know what's
trying to say that I know for a fact that Bill Gates is trying to ruin the world and Tony Fauci is a crazy person and Donald Trump wants to kill everybody and Calvin, all of these things are kind of extreme, and I just think it doesn't service or do any good to anybody who's actually struggling with getting their bills paid, getting food on the table.
So here's the thing, my friend.
Like an elderly person safe.
Here's the thing. I'm so glad that you just brought that up. The whole, experts, right? Because here's the thing. You have one side of somebody who's saying you shouldn't be doing that, right? And then the other side is you should be doing that. You're not an expert on this stuff, right? But then the other side says, well, you shouldn't be doing that, and you're not an expert. There are no experts in this, right? None of us are
Well,
experts.
there are experts in
I mean,
certain
yes,
fields,
yes.
but, like,
I'm talking. I don't. Yes, you're absolutely right. There are absolute experts in this, and and I think the argument is like, who are you listening to, right? But the whole unfriending and the arguing that's going back and forth, it's like expert versus expert, in regards to Facebook. It's like we're all experts now, and everyone has something to say about it. So much so to the point where we're just going to stop talking to you and unfriend you. So it's COVID-19 is bringing out some ugly stuff now. You know what I mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Well, and in terms of the unfriending, I think that has been an underlying issue that's really been brought to the surface. And you didn't say it started either in the Obama administration, but realistically, it's been brought really to light in terms of like our civil discourse between individuals of trying to understand where people are coming from. And my own opinions on the matter are, normally tend to clash with a lot of the people that I'm surrounded with. But it's also I think the hard part is you want to be able to listen to somebody and understand their pain, but also throughout all of this, like there's things that I think are getting blown out of proportion in a sense of people going like, well, I'm going to absolutely 100% lose my business and never be able to do anything ever again.
Right.
Well, that's not true. You will lose business and revenue for a period, and it is definitely going to have an economic impact. But you're still alive. You're still going to have an opportunity to do this later, and you'll be able to do other things.
Wow.
It's definitely a setback in all of our lives from a professional standpoint. But I mean,
so you're very optimistic.
In my opinion, there's still more important things. As much as this is a serious matter, there's more important things, and I don't know how politically I get on your show, but the whole man who went running, Ahmad, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah.
I keep reading about this, and it's just those types of things are still happening.
Yep.
And as much as this is an important thing, we need to still continue to have these discussions in our society of yes, there's this horrible overlooming COVID-19, but there's still a lot of structural things that hopefully, since society is kind of on pause right now, we can look at these things and go, okay, how do we start making structural, beneficial changes that overwhelmingly help and support the general populace? And I work in finance, and one of the things that still blows my mind about this entire situation, and we just had a conference call about it yesterday at where I work, is we had 11 years of a bull market of amazing economic growth and prosperity and the touting of the strength of our economy and how well everything is doing, and it took 1 month to dismantle, supposedly.
Isn't that so
that
crazy?
phenomenal machine.
Isn't that crazy?
If anybody is running a business or country or corporation, and it takes 1 month of revenue to stop coming in for you to go belly up, that is a bad business model. And I think we structurally have to look at what we're doing as societies, homes, communities, and stop living so close to the edge. I think it's wonderful that we're able to take risks.
Yeah.
And that we can push the envelope, but we have to be able to be smarter, hopefully, moving forward after this, and hopefully this time off for some people. Obviously, I'm still working every day.
Yeah.
Allow people to reflect and develop things that what is most important. Because at the end of the day, when this is all said and done, hopefully you have some perspective on the things that you cherish and value in your life more so than you did going into it. So.
Calvin, that's some you got some heat. You got some heat in the comments, my friend. You got some people who are saying, "Oh no, he didn't." Okay, and then Andrea, don't stay quiet. Don't stay quiet. It's all about conversation. Okay, so here's the thing, my friend. I think it sounds like you're very optimistic, right? It sounds like you're very optimistic about the other side of this and about what's going to come. I do want to say that from your perspective, I mean, you're still working, you still have a job, right? You're still insured, you still have access to certain things, right? So that comes with a certain level of peace of mind that other people don't have, right? And so
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I understand. I am definitely one of the few.
Yeah.
And not part of the many.
Yeah.
Single fact that we've had over 35 million people file for unemployment and
Right.
jobs in restaurants and everything that that I enjoy to go out, that I love spending my money on, all of those things are shut down right now outside of like restaurants where it's like able to do takeout and support in that manner. But like my artist friends, like venues, creatives, all of that is immensely hurt by this because like that's their livelihood. And I won't ever assume to say like, oh, I understand what you're going, because I don't. Like I'm not living that experience of dealing with the existential dread of like what's going on, and also losing my income, and also losing my primary source of work. Like that's a lot, and
it's anybody
who ever tries to belittle that is not working from an emphatic place or understanding or trying to be sympathetic with what somebody's going through.
So Calvin, what's interesting, man, and I'm going to say this last little note, and then we're gonna play a game called Three Things with you. I just wanted to kind of not piggyback, but just touch base on what you said about people losing their businesses and stuff. I had a great conversation with my mother last night, and I'm going to be perfectly vulnerable. I cried with my mom last night because I just, I called her and I just said, it sucks, man. It sucks. I got laid off from a job about 2 years ago. Then we didn't know what I was going to do and had to kind of reformat myself and put myself out there, and started a business that was doing really, really well. We were doing so great, you know what I mean? I was finally feeling like confident about like what I was doing in life and like the direction that I was going to go. And so we started this entertainment company, and then COVID-19 hits. And then it's just like the 2 months that were supposed to be our busiest months, and that were supposed to catapult us into that next, level, gone. You know what I mean? And it's gone, and now we're back to square one. And so I think a lot of people are feeling that all over the world in many different ways at many different levels in their lives. You know what I mean? So I think so to finally say what I want to say is that we got to stop being hurtful towards each other, because I didn't cause COVID-19. He didn't cause COVID-19. Calvin, you didn't cause COVID-19. Andrea, you didn't cause COVID-19. Tuesday, you didn't. David, you didn't. Miguel, you didn't. You know what I mean? Matt, you didn't cause COVID-19. We didn't cause COVID-19. COVID-19 is here, and we're all dealing with it, and we are all affected by it. And one thing COVID-19 has done is made us see that we got to stick together. And we got to stop judging each other, and we got to stop looking at each other as better or worse. And we need to understand that these big cats up top, they don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about us, because if they did give a shit about us, this entire thing would have been handled differently. The big guys at the top would be trying to unite us and try to bring us together, but there has still been division from the top when people are dying. That right there alone is what we need to understand, is that like we gotta stop fighting each other. We got to start taking this shit seriously and respecting each other in regards to that. If it's not affecting you, fine. It's not about you. You know what I mean? And I think that once we lose that mentality of like, I got to take care of mine, once we lose that mentality, we then elevate. You know what I mean? Our brains blow up, and then we become aliens, and we get out of here. All right, Calvin, we're going to play Three Things. You're our final call-up. Have you played Three Things with us before?
I have not.
Okay, Taylor's going to give you the rules, and we're going to start. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
All right, we're going to go through three things, Calvin. 3 questions. So first question is, what did you do well today? What is something that you accomplished or feel proud of? Question number 2 is, what could you have done better? Your areas of opportunity for improvement. And then number 3 is, what are you excited about for tomorrow?
What are you excited about for tomorrow? Okay, so Calvin, we're going to start. You're going to finish. Are you ready to play?
Sure.
Okay, can you be a little bit more? Okay, we're gonna edit that one out, scratch it out. We're gonna do that again. Calvin, we're gonna start. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And for all you viewers out there, please put in the comments what you're excited about for tomorrow, and we'll shout you guys out at the end of the game. Once again, put what you're excited about for tomorrow in the comments. Taylor, go.
All right. So number 1, what went well today? So we found this little baby bird outside. And he was all about, 5 minutes old or so?
He was more than that.
His eyes weren't open. He had no feathers. He couldn't even stand up. He could just roll around. And so we picked him up, put him in a little box. I was feeding him cat food and water and hanging out with him all day. He worked with me. And
not going to lie, I wanted the bird to die. I was like,
I know. He was over it. Didn't give a shit. Didn't give a shit. But
missed opportunity for you.
Well, no, hold on.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Well, do you remember the bird's name?
Fred.
No, not Fred. His name was Big. Big Bird. Come on.
No, it was not. Freddie the Freeloader. Go.
No,
come on.
I know you got that.
Go.
Area of opportunity. I was just dragging ass today. I was tired. So getting some more sleep, getting deep sleep. natural sleep, not drinking as much, so I need to do that tonight. And then, what's the last question?
What are you excited about for tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Friday. I'm excited for
I'm
Friday.
excited to get to your 3 things. All right, here we go. I'm kidding.
Great.
What went well for me today? What went well for me today was I got up, I got dressed today. First of all, I did several interviews, and I did an interview for a potential film thing that we might be working on, and then I met with a client today. So that was super cool. We did a client booked a wedding for next year, so super excited about that. What a missed opportunity for me today would be, I really want to get some yard work done, and I was going to do that today, and I didn't do it. And what I'm excited about for tomorrow is I'm excited for Friday. Calvin, what went well for you today? What's a missed opportunity for you, and what are you excited about for tomorrow? The floor is yours.
What well today is I was able to leave work early, which was nice, which allowed me to take my first ever afternoon nap in almost like 2 months, which as an adult I am more and more falling in love with the idea of afternoon naps.
Are you just now getting privy to naps?
Siestas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like it's very similar to Taylor too. I think something that I am looking to improve on is sleep throughout all this. Even though I've been working, I have not been sleeping well at all. I get on average maybe 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. And one of the things I need to work on is definitely trying not to consume all of the information that I can, because at some point there's a limit to the amount of information you can have and what you can do about it.
There you go.
Having too much information just provides unnecessary stress. And then things I'm looking forward to, I would say, as far as Friday, normally that would be like, woo! But Friday's become just kind of a day to hopefully get your weekend ready so you can tackle the week in a more productive manner, and maybe just go hiking or get outside a little bit more. I have the weekends off, which for me has, in the past 2 months, just means every day I have off, I'm outside on a nature trail walking.
Hell yeah.
By myself in quiet without my phone. And I feel lucky and privileged to be able to do that, but it's also one of those things of it's almost become a necessity to deal with the counter of my life, which is constantly ingesting in digital and information and finance and blah, 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 blah. So,
Calvin, thank you. Boy, stop. Calvin, thank you so much for the call. He just had to flick a fly at me. Thank you so much for the call. We're going to finish out the show, my friend. Thank you.
Absolutely. You guys have a wonderful night.
Thank you,
Bye
Calvin.
Okay, first of all, there's a fly here, and it's gross. Die!
He's already dead.
No, he's not. He's like living. There he is now. Die. Now he's dead.
He's also
My God.
high all
Oh,
over.
I know. We can smell it. Oh,
Butters.
no.
Scrape
Final takeaway.
Final takeaway.
Tonight's show.
You know what? We heard a lot from the people that said we're not ready to go back to work. I want to hear the people that are like, screw you, let's do it. Like, I want to hear the people that are like, no, you're right, and they're spelling the word no, like N-O, you know?
Okay.
Like, I want to hear the other.
You want to hear the other side?
You asked me my question. Let me answer the question. Come on.
Okay.
I want to hear the other side, and I want to hear a strong opinion about it.
Okay, my final takeaway is that you guys are all amazing out there. We need each other. Community is what we need right now. We need to not be hurting each other. We need to be helping each other right
that's
now.
a good one.
And so that's my final takeaway, guys. We have Shannon, and she is excited about pretending I'm excited.
Aw.
Don't do that. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night out there. My name is Kelvin.
Hi, Taylor.
All right.
Don't put it on.